okay, I say this. First and foremost, you have to hire me to do these things. Let's go back one more time. Hire. Go to the dictionary and see what hire means. Not hire. Hire. Job hire. When you see that, that's called Ebonics of America.
Right.
That means hire. So I say that as they would say, watch the contract because that word might fool you. So when I say that, they'll go ahead, okay, blah, blah, blah. So I may give them some love. Okay, if I'm going to do his work, you wouldn't want no, I tell you what, and I give them this a lecture every rep. I said, when you go to that strip club and you throwing money in there in front of your buddies with that bottle in your hand and all that, go back the next day and tell them girls you want that money back. Man, they're going to run you out of that club. Plus, you might get locked up. You're not getting no money back. So what I'm saying, artists will hire you. They'll ask for this and that and that. I say, okay, I want to play fair. Okay, if my fee's $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, I say, well, look, I'll work with you. Let's make some payments. You see my work as nigga. If it look good, let's roll. If it don't worry about it. Niggas will make the first, I can use that word kind of. Not
yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Well, I'm gonna just go, brother. We gonna be putting this out there. So
Late
brothers
night
would make.
show.
I'm gonna just say this: people will make, artists will make this comment. I will give them the opportunity, and I'll say, look, you put something down on it, I'm cool, And they like, man, what's your fee? Okay, $2,000, and then you can make payments. Some people might say, man, I'm gonna put 1,000 down, I'll put 800 this and that. I said, okay, it's cool, we can make payments. Why you gonna hire me? We done made this agreement. You done hired me. You put your money down, and 2 weeks later, you want your money back. Now, how does that work? Go on the strip. Now, let me rewind and move forward. Go on the strip club this Friday, then come Monday, go up there and say you want your money back. So let me see this, judge and jury. Who's getting their money back?
Nobody's getting their money back. Now I'm gonna give you.
I gave them the bona fide documentation of hire me. Why would that's called crabs in the bucket? What Miss Dean said. That falls on that crabs in the bucket garbage.
This is a beautiful. I'm gonna get into this conversation. I'm gonna get it fans a little bit insight. See, people don't know. Me and Dollar Bill knew each other over 10 years at least. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working with this man for so many years. I'm gonna tell you something about this conversation though. A lot of artists don't understand the business, and what you're really doing is you educating them the business. And really, I would love to thank you right now for taking that money and not giving it back to them because they need to understand the business. I had to understand it myself. I've been through it myself. When I was young in the game, didn't have much money. You know what I'm saying? You working, you doing whatever you doing to get your money.
Right.
You getting your money up and you sending it off and you asking for something. You just want somebody to work with you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't know what you really want. You just like, hey, yeah, A&R, okay.
What you need.
And
then learning yourself. You
right.
And people, when you say A&R, people say they just like we create the job in our head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We making it like, oh, the A&R, that means he gonna give me a deal. No, he's gonna help you get ready to get a deal and present the deal.
It's called artist development.
Right.
Artist development.
Right. But see, most of us, we create this, you say A&R, we create the job description for you, and we ain't even ask you, well, what you do? We just like, well, let me give you some money so you can do it for me. We don't even know what you do at the time. So a lot of it is good that you educate, because I ain't gonna lie, I was blessed to meet you in my young career, and I'm glad I did because now I know how to negotiate a deal.
Right.
I know how to call and be like, well, I want this. Yeah. Can you make this happen for me? This is what I want to happen. Can you make it happen?
Right.
Then somebody, oh, well, it costs this much. Okay, well, here go the money. Let's go. Let's do what we got to do. But a lot of artists don't get that because they don't really know the business. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's important.
And to all the artists out there that's in Akron, Ohio, that rock with T. Vic and Miss Dean, like, look, they genuine, They not just around me to be around me. They business people, first of all. They business people. And my mother always told me you got to crawl before you walk. Yeah. So when you crawling, you learning. When you walking, you learning. Everything is a test of time and it's a set timing. You got to learn these rules and regulations in anything. You know what I'm saying? When you go get a job, let's just say this. What is the first thing a job asks for? A resume. Okay. If you go get a record deal, what you want to see if you want on a high sedity mode, you want to be this and the Billy Badass or what a contract. Okay, contract, resume. Contract, resume. So they both are falling under jobs. I'm looking at this job to work manufacturer, but I'm looking at this one for a record deal. So if I combine both of them together, that's called artist development because I had to work for that. Those are jobs. Job over here, job over there. You choose your own life. If you want to do manufacturing, that's what you want to do. I ain't mad at you. I done did it before. But if you want to rap, it's rules and regulations. When you go to that job,
learn the rules to the game. You gotta learn the rules to the game.
When you go to that job in manufacturing, you gotta go through a training course. It's about to be 2 week, 3 week course. Okay. When you get trained, what's the first thing come out of your mouth, Miss Dean? We as a woman, are we getting paid for training?
Yeah.
And hurt right there. Look, watch this. One more time, Miss Dean. Are we getting paid for training? I mean, it's just real. So okay, now let's go over to the contract.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you paying me to go help you to do that? Yeah. Okay, let me say that one. Are you paying me, artists, to do that? Are you want the free? Like it's all that's a job. So what I mean by that is a artist want to hire a person. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them now, you know, you got some that'll be with it. Then you got some, man, I ain't giving that nigga no, I ain't doing that. And guess what? They 3-4 years later in my inbox. Yo, follow, man, what you been doing? I said, what happened to you, man? My girl flushed my phone down the toilet. Well, you better go get that motherfucker. My number's still in there. I don't know how. You better go get it. My number's still on that motherfucker. You letting her flush your phone down the toilet.
You funny as hell.
And you trying to come back to me. Hey, how you trying to come back to me? She done flushed your phone down the toilet. How the hell you get how you know I'm still on her then? Man, come on, that old man, wake me up, man. I'm still asleep. So I done dealt with niggas that could have been comedian rappers instead of rap artists.
Yeah.
Because they jokes. They shoot jokes all the time. But I'm here to tell you, artists, I don't mind helping you. I'm not no fuck boy. I'm not on no bull crap. All of this stuff is a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just boiled down to a business. Look how
I tell people to stop to cut you off, Dolla, but I tell people this all the time. Music is not something that you get into because you ran out of options. This is something that takes a lot. This is one of the hardest jobs.
Oh my God.
To actually be successful at.
Hey,
you got people that
Ms. Dean, you not
job. They can't graduate. Not trying to be funny, I ain't knocking nobody, but they can't commit to small things. Then they want to jump into music and think it's gonna pop because of their talent. Man, this is one of the hardest fields of work that you can possibly want to be a part of.
Okay, let's go back to this. When you like Independence, Boosie them made, when did that record come out? Man, that record, but you think it just came out last week and bopped so hard.
Yeah.
These people been around forever. They didn't just wake up and say they want to be a rapper. Only reason why it is, and I hate to say this, us as society, and these eyes right here, these eyeballs, these pupils, these distinctive eyes right here is a delusion to the world. Because when you look at what's on TV, you think it's supposed to be yours. And without working for it. Okay, let me go back to my granddad.
Entitlement.
Let me go back to my granddaddy's thing. He said, boy, what you doing outside this late? Ain't nothing open after midnight but Legs and White Castle. You don't even need to be out here. You need to be somewhere sitting down, unless you got a job. In other words. So these people ain't figuring out what they want to do. They want to bully the game. You're not bullying no game. The music industry's ran by the mafia. Point blank. Them people cut checks. That's just like me, you and Vic. We should love to go in 5 different places and say, hey, come into shit, I'm gonna go on her.